Hello. Okay, I am here with your tip a day in May for May 12th. And you know what? I almost forgot. I was watching a movie on Netflix that I'd been meaning to watch for quite a while, and it just ended. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I forgot to do my video. So here I am, better late than never, right? Today, I still have lots of stuff here on my table from my work today, but I wanted to show you a few things about distressing. So just let me move a little bit of this out of the way here. I'm just working on a card kit with our party paper. So yeah, I got the first one done. What do you think? Oops, oh my gosh. Okay, these are all going to be fun fold cards. So here's the first one. Cool, eh? Okay, anyways, back on topic. Okay, so now there's a few different things that you can do with distressing, and it can be as simple or as involved as you really want it to be. So I have one piece of sapphire cardstock here. And first of all, you can just tear, all right? And just remember, if you're right-handed, okay, I'm talking in right-handed language here. So if you are left-handed, you would just reverse this. If you tear the piece in your right hand towards you, all right, the piece that's left gets the white edge, all right, just like that. If you tear it away from you, the piece you're holding gets the dark edge. Sorry, it's hard to do it horizontal. And the piece you're ripping off gets the white edge. All right, so that's it. That's basic tearing. Okay, and normally when you're doing tearing, you want to have the white part on the work you're actually going to be using, or the paper you're going to be using, and not on the scrap usually. Okay, so I'm just going to do one more tear here. Sometimes it's awkward, and you can use your thumb to help you level things off. Okay, if you don't want big gaping tears, just keep your thumb close to where you want your tearing to stop, and then that will help you guide it. Okay, so there's your tearing, your basic tearing. Now, once you have that tearing, right, you might want to just leave it there, all right? It depends on the project that you're working on. However, if you want to bump it up a notch, all right, you can use your spray water, okay, or your bottle of spray, your spray bottle of water. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, you want to just make sure that you're spraying on the front and the back. Okay, and not a lot, but enough to get the paper moist. Okay, and then you're just going to grab the edges and just start rolling it. Okay, now you can roll this really as much as you want. Okay, you can roll it down further, like if you want. Okay, so it can go really as far as you want it to go. If you want it tucked in more, okay, you can just use your thumbs to roll down. Just like that. Okay, but remember, before you try and attach this to anything, to let the paper dry. Okay, now another thing that you can do with your torn wet edge, okay, is to distress it even more. And you can just pull it, rip it. Okay, just go like this with your thumb. There's lots of different things you can do to mess it up, because essentially that's what you're doing. All right, so that is just straight tearing and then tearing plus. Okay, so let me get a cloth here and wipe this water away. Now, if you want to distress your edges, you don't want to use ink, but you don't want it to be like really in your face sort of distressing. So I'm looking for a small piece of cardstock. And here's one. All right, so there's a few different things you can use. You've got your basic files. These are the big wide ones, and then you've got your smaller metal ones. These are just like the manicurists use on your nails. All right, that's pretty much what they are. All right, and they're the same amount of grit on both sides. Then you've got these metal files that are more like a tool, like a carpentry tool, or I'm not sure who else in the trades uses these. Okay, but they're metal and they've got serrated on the edges here. And these actually come in a set. You can see the handles are the same. And there's, I think, 3 more pieces of these ones. And they're all just different serrated edges, different shapes. This one is a square, believe it or not. All right, and they all just will give you different effects. Then you've got your ordinary sanding block. All right, this is a very smooth grit, and this is a rougher grit, and then this is an even rougher grit on the sides. All right, and then you might be lucky enough to get your hands on one of these. These are my favorites. All right, Close to My Heart does not make these anymore. All right, I don't know why they stopped making them, but I really like these. Okay, and the way you want to use these, I'm just going to, don't know where my big scissors are. I'm just going to cut a piece of this off for you. All right, and then you're just going to, you can see if you look closely that there's actually a circular blade in there. So it doesn't matter which port you slide your paper into, but you can pull it towards you. You push it away from you, doesn't matter. Okay, and if you want just a little bit of roughness, then this is the thing for you. All right, of course, you can keep going if you want. You can just do it in 1 spot or 2 spots to make it a little bit more pronounced in a couple of places like that. But basically, it's not too in your face, right? Okay. So now, if you wanted to use something like this, this is particularly good. Let's say you have an alphabet and you want to distress, where's my, there. And you wanted to distress the alphabet letters. All right, these are the kinds of things you'll want to use. And you're just going to just go back and forth and you see it really choose it up. All right. You can also go this way. And you can see the white core is coming through there. Same thing with these ones. Okay, and then of course there's the Big Mama, which is your sanding block. Now I didn't even think about bringing something that I had embossed, but if you have an embossed image on your cardstock, this is amazing to use just across the top. You just rub it like this, and then the tops of your images will be white because Close to My Heart has the white core of the paper. All right, so now you can also do this just on plain paper if you want to more distress the fronts. All right, and you can see what you're left with here. All right, so let me just check my list to make sure that I showed you all the things I wanted to show you. Let's see, where is it? Sanding, water, scissors. Oh, I didn't show you scissors. Good thing I looked. Okay, I think this will be close enough. All right, so these are not the best scissors to use. Open up same way, but you need to be able to open up your scissors all the way like this. Okay, and then you're just going to scrape the edge. Again, you can do it towards you, you can do it away from you, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so there's another way that you can distress your paper. All right, and the whole idea is just to give your projects, your paper projects, an interesting look. All right, if you have any questions about distressing or rolling your paper like this or anything else, please leave your questions or your comments in the comment section and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and we will be talking to you tomorrow with more tips.